Hi, my name is Ryan King and I'm here with the Toro Multi-Pro sprayer, and I'm going to show you a few things about calibrating today.
So here's a look at our sprayer there, and as you can see, I'm filling it up with water to begin the calibration. Water is the best thing to use when calibrating. It's a Toro Multi-Pro 5800, I believe, and you look down there, you can see some hydrostatic controls, and so that's how we begin spraying. And next we'll show you how to start the sprayer and get started on calibrating. Alright, so we're going to fire up the sprayer here and flip the computer switch on, and we're going to run test mode, and we're going to run it at 3 miles an hour. So 3 miles an hour, that's normally the speed we run it at, and that'll begin test mode at 3 miles an hour. So next you're going to want to decide what rate you're going to run at, and we're on rate 1 right now, which is 1 gallon per 1,000 square feet, and that's the rate we're going to run the calibration at today. And so make sure your flow control switched into rate 1. We got rate 2 set at 2 gallons per 1,000 square feet, and so if we were to use rate 2, we throw it in that, and we're going to use rate 1 today, so I'll keep it in rate 1. So we got a 300 gallon tank there. As you can see, I'm beginning to fill it with water. That's more than enough water that we're going to need. You don't need to fill it all the way, because you're likely just going to have to drain it out anyways. And then I got the boom down here, this particular sprayer. As you can see, it has 11 nozzles. So when you're calibrating, you're going to want to test all 11 nozzles to make sure the consistency. As you can see, I got the red nozzles down, and that's the right one to use for 1 gallon per 1,000 square feet. If I was on rate 2, using 2 gallons per 1,000 square feet, I'd just flip it over to the white nozzle here, and you just twist it on, and that would be for the 2 gallon rate, but we're going to use the 1 gallon rate today.
Whenever calibrating a sprayer, you're going to want to take notes. So I got a pen and paper here, and as you can see, I got 11 notches written down for the 11 nozzles that we'll read, and all those numbers are in milliliters, and that's what we got over 15 seconds of the nozzles running. And you can see that the average was 380 milliliters per nozzle. And so what you're going to want to do is make sure it's all within a 10% range. So the ranges of the nozzles need to put out 341 milliliters between 417 milliliters, and that's 10% higher or 10% lower, so plus 38 to 380 milliliters for all 11 nozzles. And next I'll show you how these numbers came about, and it'll be placing the graduated cylinders underneath the nozzle to find out what your number is.
And since we're using a 3 mile an hour speed, you also need to test that the speedometer on the computer there works. And so in order to do that, what we did was we went up to the parking lot and we drove the sprayer between 100 feet and timed the speed that it took to drive 100 feet, and then calculated whether that was 3 miles an hour. Our calculation showed that our speedometer did work properly, and we are able to confirm that it is a 3 mile an hour rate when it says it's running at that speed. A couple things you're going to want to ensure before you begin calibration is that your pump is working properly. So here I'm turning on the pump and the agitator. You don't need the agitator on at all, but now that I've turned the pumps on, we will hopefully see pressure build here soon. And so with that meter there, you want your pressure to start to build. So you can see it starting to build here, and you're going to want to monitor that while the nozzles are running to ensure that we have the right pressure. The pressure we're going to want is about 40 psi during spraying. So it might go up to 100 just in traveling mode, but when we turn on the nozzles, you want 40 psi as that pressure begins to build. So now that I've throttled up, I hope you can hear me, because the sprayer is a little bit noisy. As you can see, our pressure is over 100. That's because the nozzles aren't on yet. Self-test mode is at 3 miles an hour. And so next, I'm going to switch on and take a look at our pressure. It's about 40 psi, and that's what we want. We'll take a look to see if the nozzle is full. So when I begin the calibration, as you can see, I have a stopwatch here, and so when I'm looking for 15 seconds of spray time, and so as I start the pumps, I'm going to start the
timer as well, and that'll run for 15 seconds when I begin calibrating. Alright, so Charlie here turned the pumps on at the same time as he began the timer, and then again catching with the graduating cylinder what's coming out of the nozzle. And so after 15 seconds, Charlie will turn the nozzles off, and we'll see how much that we caught from that one nozzle. Looks like we caught just over 350 milliliters. And so what you're going to want to do is do the same thing for every single nozzle here. So you'll do 11 tests and record how much you get from every nozzle coming out of the sprayer. Alright, so that was calibrating the sprayer. Thanks to Tim, Charlie, and Melo for helping film that. And yeah, that's the Toro Multi Pro sprayer calibration.